Hello everyone, welcome back to Naven Gaming. Alright, today we're getting right back into Fire Emblem Engage. And what you'll notice when I start up this game is that things are a little different. I decided that after much deliberation, and especially after the bullshit of the last video, I went back and I questioned, well, what happened to Alfred? Is Alfred, like, just dead now? Was he just not featured in the battle? And I watched another streamer playing the game, and I realized, no, he's just officially dead, according to the game mechanics. So, I decided that that was bullshit, because it is. Like, he died right before I got the time rewind bullshit, so... as a result, I decided that I was gonna do something a little different. I was gonna go replay my old save, work my way back all the way up to the point to where I am currently in the story. And here's the interesting detail, is that also, because I didn't want to just make this entire playthrough just me sucking at the game and just having people who watch this just experience nigh on torture throughout the entire experience, I just decided that I would switch the difficulty to normal as well. Which, you can't really re-switch the difficulty back, but replaying through the old segments on the normal difficulty, I realized that, oh yeah, this game is definitely slightly easier, but also a little too easy, almost. It's that kind of annoys me a bit. But I've committed to it, so I'm not gonna try and go back and change it now. But specifically, the normal difficulty actually does two things. It minimizes damage taken, but it also lessens the amount of enemy units that are on battlefields. So there aren't as many enemies to fight on a battlefield as there would be on hard mode, which is kind of stupid. I mean, sure, minimize the damage. That's fine with me, but why do you have to like get rid of the units? I also think they also changed some details too, like your units actually attack twice in combat from the looks of it. At least I seem to be, when I'm attacking enemy units, I seem to be getting double attacks instead of just the single ones than I typically did on my first run through of these areas. So, all that being said, I'm a bit miffed, but I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept this change, and I'm gonna commit to this decision. But also, at the same time, if any characters do die as the story goes on from here on out, and I can't change it, or I waste too many of the time rewind bullshit to be able to change it, then that's it. They're dead. I just thought it was bullshit that because of the fact that Alfred died before I got the time rewind nonsense, that technically by the game's logic, he's basically dead, which is dumb because he's not actually dead. You see him in cutscenes and stuff. He's just no longer a playable unit, which is, I mean, that's just pretty dumb, in my opinion. I mean, if you're going to kill off a character game mechanic-wise, then kill him off in the actual story. Like, why? Like, I remember that this was a thing that Fire Emblem did, or at least I think it is. But you hear all kinds of stories about how, like, oh man, these games were like, fucking hard as balls in the older titles, and characters who died would never show up again in any cutscenes or nothing. At least that's the perception that I got. And, Lord and behold, characters are still around even after they're defeated on battlefields. So, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of dumb. But, whatever. So, yeah. So, Chapter 5. Post-battle after retaking the castle. Let's get into it.
Alfred, Mother is in the back room. She's okay.
Oh, that's a relief. Thank you, all of you, for rescuing me. My children, you're safe. What a relief.
We have a guest, Mother. Someone came all the way from Lethos to see you.
The Divine Dragon?
Yep, that's me.
Queen Ev, it's an honor to meet you. I'm so glad that you're all right. I've come here by invitation of Prince Alfred.
Yes, we did come here by invitation. Although we had to come here by necessity as well. It's quite the pickle.
Just look at you, awake at long last.
I think we already seen this cutscene, but I'll replay it nonetheless.
I am Ev, the Queen of Firene.
Yep.
The Divine Dragon has come to help our country, Mother. We were
Yep.
just in time to rescue Saline.
Uh-huh.
And get this! The Divine One summoned Emblem Celica from our ring!
A legendary emblem. Oh my, how Thank you sincerely. You have my deepest gratitude. My family is safe because of you. You are blessed with the same powers as your mother.
We already seen this, indeed. Alright. Well, that's great. Replay cutscenes just so that way you get a refresher, but I don't need that. Alright. Alright, here we are, guys. Right back at it. Alright, my mother is safe. Thank you for all you've done for us. You shall have my aid in return. Great. Now, last time we left off, after retaking the castle, our next objective is that we're going to go and head to some place to pick up another emblem ring that's been given to the country of Firene in secret, apparently. So, something to look forward to there.
Divine One.
Please get some rest here before you set out. I will be praying for your safety. Oh god, there's so many talkable NPCs. What will I even do?
Pardon me,
Yep.
Divine One.
Thank you so much for protecting the queen. No problem. I shudder to think what Elusia's army would have done to us if you hadn't arrived when you did. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Even peace-loving kingdoms like ours need to be prepared to fight. You know what? If that's just the kind of dialogue to expect, I'm not even gonna bother.
Okay.
I guess I've gotten used to battle. I will never mess up like I did in the Lethos grasslands. God, did you mess up in the Lethos grasslands.
Spectacular as ever.
A truly magnificent display of skill, Divine One. I could not take my eyes from your valiant form. Great.
Yes.
The Royal Guard has clearly been too lax. We must better fortify our defenses. Indeed. This was a criminally shameful display.
Thanks.
I can't thank you enough for saving Firene, but let me start by taking you to the shrine. I mean, that would be the best way to thank us.
Very nice.
You were amazing in that fight. I felt like I was getting a workout just watching you. Does it seem to you like I put on more muscle? Here's hoping it makes me a better combatant. You're a pretty built guy. I'd be surprised if you could build any more muscle with that fucking... with that fucking form, with that fucking figure of yours. I was scared of fighting at first, but now... But not now. Not even with the enemies right in front of me. It looks like you found some spirit. Found some will in there. Good old Midoriya. So clearly non-main characters will die though. Officially. So characters like, say, Clan and Fran could die. I don't think Vander can die. Or maybe he can, I don't know. I don't think I've seen I think I might have seen Vander go down once, but I don't know anymore. Anyways, anything else? No. Alright. To the Somniel, to the world map. Let's go to the Somniel. As always. 150 bond fragments obtained. Yay.
Hey there. You're the Divine Dragon, right? Got a second to talk?
Well, these two look pretty conspicuous.
Who might you be?
Me? I'm a blacksmith. You can call me Kelne.
And I am Pinet, a clothier. Pleased to meet you.
A clothier, huh?
I'll cut right to it. Our friend Durton wrote us and said he opened a shop at your base. And, well, we'd like to go there too. We'll be a real help. I can strengthen your weapons.
My clothes and accessories won't win you any battles, but they will catch eyes and turn heads.
The rule of cool is better than actual, survivability, it seems.
If Durton vouches for you, that's good enough for me. Please come along to the Somniel.
Alir, you can't be this accepting of help when it just appears out of nowhere. You just can't. You realize you're a very dangerous person to people who would otherwise love to see you dead. I mean, we've been into 2 conflicts by the same enemy at this point. I would think you would be a little smarter about this.
Really? That's great. You'll be glad to have us around, I promise.
See, even she's fucking surprised. Wow, she just accepted that real quick. That's pretty astonishing. It'll make killing her that much easier.
Indeed. Thank you, Divine One.
Oh, this douche-weasel.
Okay, I think I lost him.
Really? You sure about that, darling? You're shaking like a leaf. I take it you failed to obtain the ring.
Apologies, ma'am. Those guys were tougher than they looked. But I can tell you things. Stuff that'll help you track it down. Like the fact that Princess Saline ran off with it. The Divine Dragon has it now. Pretty good info, right?
I think anyone could have guessed that.
What do you say? How about we call it even this time around? I won't let you down again.
Oh, how naive you are. After you fail me once, there is no second chance.
No! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
Killed him off screen. Okay.
I am sorry, my lady. Apologies for the mess. And our failure to acquire the ring.
The troglodyte mage has returned. Pale skin reminds me of other mysterious character we've seen.
I was expecting to get at least one.
I'm trying to remember if her voice sounds like this too.
At least now we know that Lumera is dead.
Well, I mean, you were... Never mind.
Yes, but there's another divine dragon to take her place. I can't believe that beast had a child.
I can't believe you're still surprised by that. Well, then again, it has been a century, so I guess that would be surprising.
It does explain why she was so willing to sacrifice her life.
That is true.
What should we do?
The battle at Lithos Castle took its toll. We're in no shape for another confrontation.
So what, just scheming in the background until you find the power necessary to confront the Divine Dragon again? Like, what's your goal here?
We'd best lie low for a spell. Leave them be, for now.
You should still utilize some type of, like, guerrilla tactics, though. Why am I giving the enemy advice?
Understood.
Boy, oh boy. And no, I did not do any conversations or supports when I redid this stuff too, so... yeah. As you raise the bond level between emblems and units, you will unlock bond conversations. Watch available bond conversations while on the Somnial or exploring the world map. Once you view a bond conversation, you'll be able to increase the bond level even further. Interesting. Okay. After I fight side by side with someone, I find myself seeking them out on the Somnial.
It is good that we can talk after I spent so long silently watching over you.
That is true. Sorry about that. I suppose I should mention when I'm gonna pause, but it's, I just needed to get a drink and do some other things, but otherwise, I'm back. Why does that pop up? Alright. Sorry about that again. For some reason, something keeps popping up every time I hit the the pause button, not the mute button. Alrighty. So, I'll leave it for now.
I know what you mean. I'm really glad to have you at my side supporting me in person.
Level up. Skill inheritance. Unit can now inherit this emblem's skills. Oh. Interesting. No, that'd be an inventory. Strangely enough, that would be an inventory. Expend to grant max HP plus 5 to user permanently. I'll think about who to give that to. Alright, also, this time around, I also gave Alfred Sigurd's ring, because I thought he, it's obvious he'd be more useful to have that in his possession than in Fram's, so that's one other change. Other than that, I also got Fram another scroll outside of the Iron Body art, so there you go. I don't need this yet. Now then, I can now get skills. Manage skills. I can't get... I haven't inherited anything, though. Alright, whatever. Forget it.
Oh.
We should confirm we are well supplied so that we may proceed confidently to battle. I'm already aware. Now, I got some supports I can do. I wonder if they have any pickle making tools. What kinds of pickles do you like, Divine One? Pickles. I don't need pickles. I don't. Another pretty pebble.
Welcome, welcome.
Can't thank you enough for letting me open my smithy here. Remember, if your equipment needs a tweak, I can hammer it into shape.
Here's how the smithy works.
Trade materials and gold to strengthen your weapons at the smithy. Improve or upgrade your weapons by refining and engraving them. Alter a weapon by engraving it with the power of an emblem. Each emblem can be applied to one weapon at a time. You can also exchange one type of refining material for another. Alright. Refine. Obviously, this... it's obvious. So, oh, I see, I can skip all the way up to 2 if I wanted to. I have 80 iron. 10 steel. And then there's silver too. I mean, obviously I want to up the damage a bit, but I don't want to waste all the iron that we have on it. Maybe. I don't know. Alrighty. Oh, we have a steel lance now. Who's gonna equip that, I wonder? Who should I have equip that? Maybe I'll give it to... Maybe I'll give it to Louise. Or maybe I'll give it to the prince, because why not? If I should upgrade any kind of lance, it should be the steel one. Okay, maybe not right now. A standard axe made of iron, simple but effective. And there's also a steel axe. I'll give it to Boucheron. Or Chad, we'll call him, as always. Why does everything cost so much resources? Throwing axes. Would like to upgrade a throwing axe or two. You know what? I will upgrade a throwing axe, because why not? It's pretty useful. Actually, maybe not right now. Fram could be more useful, I know that for a fact, so... Why not? Yeah, why not? I don't think we need to up the spells. She will never need to use a sword as far as I am concerned. Let's see, Armor Slayer. I'm not sure who to give this to. I could give it to the pro tag because they wield a sword, so it only makes sense that they would use it. Could anyone else use it? I suppose Celine could use it, but I don't think she's gonna be that competent with it. Alright, let's try engraving now. Let's see. Beginnings, Echoes, Holy. Different effects for different things. So let's see. By imbuing it with Marths, it'll get one more thing of might, 100 plus hit, 10% crit, 5 avoidance and 5 dodge. Echoes will give it 3 wit, decreasing damage, and 50 dodge. This will also increase the damage, but also increase wit and avoidance. I like this too much. Sweet. Alright, I guess that's it for now. What can I exchange for? Tradable. What metal do you want? Iron? What metal will you offer? No. There's 9 pages of this somewhere. I'm not sure what that 1-3 means. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Alfred. Gotta support with him.
Agreed.
Knights must uphold justice and honor, so on the battlefield never behave the fool. Okay, got it.
Well then,
Once we're all set, I can take you to the shrine where the Reign of the Dawn Maiden is.
morning, Divine One.
Let's see what he has to say.
Good morning, Alfred. That's quite the smile. Having a good day, are you?
I would hope everyone would be having a good day.
You can say that again. I got up before sunrise and did tons of training. Even got an early run-in.
He's surprisingly well disciplined despite the fact he's a prince.
And the cherry on top? I get to see your bright and shining face. What a day to be alive!
I don't even think he knows what he just said there. I don't even think he knows. I think he's got the golden retriever personality type. He just does things, and because he's disciplined and because he believes in what he does, and also he just says whatever the hell he wants.
There's no need to tease me.
I don't think it's teasing though.
Who's teasing? Wouldn't you be just as happy to wake up to the sight of a friend?
Guy.
Well, yes. I do feel happy when I see my friends.
See? Me too! But, look, isn't there anything I can do for you? You've been awake a while, but it must be hard.
Playing this game is hard. There's nothing you can help me with, other than being a better unit.
There's bound to be a lot you're still adjusting to. Tell your friend Alfred all about it.
Did you just refer to yourself into in the third person, Alfred? Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Let me think. No, there's nothing bothering me at the moment.
Good, great. But if there is something, well, I want to be the first to know.
Cool your jets. Sorry, that's a little close to the microphone, but I was putting my drink down. But yeah, cool your jets.
Before you left Lethos, you asked me as a friend to teach you things, to help you adjust.
She did in fact say that, yes.
And knowing you wanted to be friends just tickled me.
Yeah, I bet it did. You're a divine deity that you've been watching slumber for like whatever the hell. How long? Well, for a century, of course, but for however long you've been alive, it must be quite rewarding to suddenly be told, hey, want to be friends? I don't think even Jesus had friends, but he did have a lot of cohorts. He had his own little posse, but whatever.
Our friendship makes me happy too, Alfred.
Alfred and Alir's support level reached C. Can only imagine where this will go. And nobody's here. So we can finally do the arena. Whoa. What is this, like an interdimensional pocket? Training sigil. In the arena, you can have allies trained to earn experience and raise bond levels. In standard training, an ally you choose will spar with another ally. It costs nothing, but you can only do it a few times between battles. Emblem training increases the bond between an ally and an emblem. It costs bond fragments, but you can do it as much as you like. Interesting. Well, who do I want to fight? in this arena to get experience. Who needs experience? I guess all the level 3s and 5s need it. Alright, let's get Clan going, since he's the weakest.
Clan, 33rd Steward of the Divine Dragon.
Fram, 33rd Steward of the Divine Dragon.
Oh god. This is unfortunate.
Oh, I lost.
Well, now we know that in a battle between the siblings, the sister is superior. Well, he didn't get much experience, and I kinda want him to try again, so...
Clan, Divine Dragon Fan Club co-founder!
Let's have a good match.
Oh god. This is unfortunate. You're just... You don't have the greatest luck, do you?
Oh, I lost.
You almost had me, though. You almost had my character. And that gave us a support conversation. Okay, this time... Let's give Fram a go.
I'm a lot stronger than I look.
This should be a picturesque match.
This game just hates these characters, doesn't it?
It's okay. I'll win the next one.
Oh, at least she leveled up. Oh, and they get a support conversation. Brilliant! Why not do some Emblem training now? Not sure how Emblem training is gonna work, so... Why not get... I guess we'll go ahead and work on theirs. Oh, interesting. So... Why not?
I'm Alfred, Crown Prince of Firene.
I am Sigurd of House Chalfie.
Oh, it's still a versus.
Thanks for showing me what I still need to work on.
I didn't think they'd actually fight. I actually think it's amazing that it lasted that long given the circumstances.
I visited the Divine Dragon lots of times over the years. We're practically family.
Suddenly support conversation. That's a little random.
A persistent presence can form bonds deeper even than blood. They are to be cherished.
Level up. Skill inheritance. The unit can now inherit this emblem skills. Great. Well. Okay, I guess, I guess next, I'm curious to see what Alir's conversation with Sigurd would be like, so I guess we'll work on this one too. Oh god. I can just skip right up to it. I'd rather not. Why not level 3?
I'll be your opponent.
I am Sigurd. Prepare yourself.
I don't see anyone winning from this. Maybe if Alir got that 3% crit, but doubtful. At least it doesn't depend on me winning. That's the best part. Grants attack +2 at a cost of avoidance. Grants attack +1 to first attack during combat. Alright. Well, is there anything else I should do? Oh yeah, I guess I could, for the last thing, get theirs going.
Saline has arrived.
I'm Celica. Are you my opponent?
Well, this will definitely not go well, as always.
You cut me down most effectively.
Loss, indeed.
For all I had hoped to discuss with you, now that you are before me, I am lost for words.
Indeed, what will you talk about? What kind of person is the Celica Emblem?
I know what you mean, but we'll have plenty of time to get to know each other.
Level up. Well, I think that's it for now. I don't want to spend all my bond fragments just yet, not until I find any other use for them. Ay, ay, ay. Will anyone accept my horse manure? Wait, what?
Ah.
Hello, Divine One. Came to do some training? It looks like Boucheron is here to do the training now.
What'll it be?
Why do I always have to talk to Alfred to do this? I was kind of hoping that speed would be a thing for this character if I did squats when I was redoing, you know, when I was redoing the story stuff to get up to this point, but not really. Push-ups are about timing. Stop the bar at the perfect time. Yes, yes, yes.
How hard do you want to go? Perfect! You've got this! Perfect! You've got this! Perfect!
She's speeding up now.
Looking good! Perfect! You've got this! Nice!
Oh boy.
Keep it up! Nice! Keep it up! Looking good! Great job! I'm so proud!
Ooh, triple S. That's a lot better than my last time. Strength will be +2 in the next battle. You won't get any further bonus if you want to continue training.
Let's do this again sometime.
If I'm not going to get any more bonuses, why even bother? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, what's down here? I wonder if they let me run here. You never know what the next battlefield will be like. I want to jog. Take a jog. I don't know why you need permission. Stealing get obtained. Just random steal lying around. Eggs. Milk. Interesting. There were no animals the last place I went to. wheat flour. $50 bone fragments. 50 bone fragments. Feed. What do I feed you? How about an egg? Maybe you like that. Yep, just keep crapping out more bond fragments. Alrighty. I mean, why not? Alrighty. I wonder if this space is open yet. Of course not. I'm assuming the game will notify me if it ever becomes open. Oh my god. Fram in a swimsuit. This water feels great, it's so cool and refreshing. Care to join, Divine One? No? I, don't know how to feel about what I saw. It was cute, though.
Divine One! You look so shiny when you sweat!
That was a little loud.
Hey! Hey! Look over here! Hey! The Divine One looked right at me!
Is she really gonna be fangirling the entire time?
Thank you, Universe, for creating someone so awesome and so very shiny!
Dear God. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fram?
Oh, sorry. Am I distracting you?
Well, you're not distracting me.
You got to see that weird animation in its full glory.
Oops. Sorry. See, I'm here in my capacity as a president of the Divine Dragon Fan Club.
What? I thought that was Clan. Never mind.
I have a fan club?
Are you surprised? And it's just these two, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Our mission is to support you. That's why I'm here giving you extra motivation.
Great.
Huh. Thanks for cheering me on.
You're gonna regret that.
But could you maybe not do it so close?
You bet. I can stand back a little.
Yeah, like a little.
4, 3, 2, 1. Who's our favorite dragon? You! Y-O-U!
This is getting borderline annoying and annoyingly uncomfortable.
That didn't help.
No, it didn't. You gotta explain it clearly and plainly. And right back to swimsuit. Alright. Well, fun. Moving on. Oh god. I can only imagine what yours is gonna look like.
Divine One, what are you doing?
Oh, hello, clan. I was just tidying up a bit. Tomorrow's a busy day, so I thought I'd get it out of the way now.
Let me take care of that. You should get some rest.
That's all right. I can handle it.
She's had a passing years for rest.
No, that won't do. I'm gonna have to insist.
But...
Please. You know, I waited a long time for you to wake up. And not just me. The stewards before me spent their whole lives waiting. Now, after 1,000 years, I get to serve you. It's like a miracle. So, please, let me do it. Honestly, truly, I would be honored to help.
Very well. You've convinced me. I'll leave it to you.
And he's gonna fuck it up.
Thank you, Divine One.
I should be thanking you for taking such great care of me. I'm very lucky to have you as a steward.
You mean it? Oh man, I'm so happy I can faint!
Please don't. Now that I'm free from tidying up, I'm going to get some rest.
At least his was more tame. Fram is just all over the place. Do you sell items?
I thank you.
Like gifting items.
Now about the shop.
Here you can buy or sell items. Yeah. No. Alright.
Do come again.
Good to know. Did not look at your stuff yet. Oh, so this is where I'm gonna get the gifting items.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never dreamed I'd be opening my own shop on the Somniel. You said you were a clothier, not a boutique person. This is my boutique, home to the finest fashions in Elios.
Now, about the boutique.
Trade materials and gold for clothing and accessories to wear around the Somniel. Holy crap. What are these outfits? Once made, most accessories can be worn by anyone. As the story progresses, more items will become available. I don't know if I like those shades. Oh boy. What can I get you to wear? Divine attire. Oh my god. Oh my god. Basic swimwear, comfortable and functional for activities, but prone to leaving a distinct tan line when sunbathing. Alright, sorry about that. There was... I thought someone was calling me? Alright. Now then. Oh, that's slightly annoying. The only time you get to have the ponytail, it's when you're dressed up in this attire. Boy oh boy.
Be well.
I just have to see. Well, it's pretty neat.
Ah.
It's also pretty tame compared to what other type of swimwear there could possibly be. And of course there's nothing. Anywho, out of here. Well. Oh, yeah, of course, because I already saw that. Everyone gets a One Piece. You get a One Piece, and you get a One Piece. Huh. I was not expecting that, but I guess modesty would be a thing of his. Yeah, I figured. Same. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Anywho. Sunlit set. I don't think I like these outfits. I suppose she does look kind of good with these square glasses, but if anything, I want an accessory for her hair. The ponytail is great.
Be well.
All right. Who to talk to? Where else to go? What is there to do? Oh. Oh, that pedestal was not interactable earlier. Wait a minute, there's 2 items here. The spirit gem? Okay. Orange. Ah, just the person I wanted to see.
That's true.
These trees are all go so well together, don't they? The colors of the fruit match wonderfully. Okay. A gem that shines with many colors, found only in the Somniel, especially near Sami, favored by all. No, in that case.
Wow!
I just love this. Thank you so much, Divine One.
You're so adorable when you sleep, Divine One.
What the fuck?
Huh?
That's my line.
Oh, good morning. Did I wake you?
No, you just disturbed us a little bit, just watching us sleep for no reason. But I guess we should be used to it by now.
Were you watching me sleep? Again?
This is not the first time?
Yes. Sorry about that.
Oh, you should just leave me be if I nod off while I'm sitting outside. It's unnerving to wake up on your own and find someone staring at you.
You should be used to it, but...
Oh, I never meant to do that, Divine One.
Yeah, I mean, there's an entire mechanic devoted to that.
But you slept for 1,000 years, just like a character from a fairy tale.
There we go with the fairy tale thing again.
Your sleeping form is so heavenly that I can't help staring at it.
Boy, oh boy.
I get that. But I still must have been a ridiculous sight, sleeping here of all places.
Oh no, not at all. But I have a compromise in mind. Hear me out. If I'm always there when you wake up, maybe you'll get used to it and it won't be so startling.
That's a twisted sense of logic.
All we'd have to do is set up an extra bed for me in your chamber.
Oh my god.
Nope, not doing that.
I might actually agree to this, especially if I was playing as male earlier, but no.
Oh dear, shot down.
What the hell is this? The Amiibo Gazebo is open. Oh, that's what this is? Disappointed. Nothing this way. I guess that's everything. It's almost been an hour. Boy, oh boy. Oh wait, before we go. Wait, have I talked to you yet?
Greetings.
At times I prefer to drink tea alone, that I might be better observe people around me. Okay. Still nothing. Donations. Yeah, I'm aware. Why not? Sweet. Consult map to view the status of the facilities and to see where your allies are. Alright, we're done. Oh yes, I forgot about achievements. I need to recollect them again. Sweet. Got them all again. What's in here? What is this? There is, oh, these are pedestals for the individual rings. There's 12 in total, I'm assuming. The ring chamber is a space to interact with emblems and their rings. You can inherit skills from emblems here. Using bond fragments, you can create bond rings or combine and strengthen existing ones. You can also deepen bonds with emblems by polishing the tarnish off of combat off their rings. Alright. Let's see, inherit skills. I guess we could try polishing first. I mean...
It will take some work.
Polish.
Much better. It's already clean. It's already clean.
Okay. Celica next?
I hope you'll clean it well. An odd tactic. Your cleaning skills are impressive.
Oh, they leveled up. Pretty cool.
An odd tactic. An odd tactic. Not quite. An odd tactic.
This ring is filthy, don't you think? Overdoing things a bit? I appreciate your upkeep of the ring. Is that not a waste of time? Is that not a waste of time? You are a strange one. You are a strange one.
Okay.
Is that not a waste of time? You are a strange one. Overdoing things a bit?
The responses are kind of funny, but anyways. Meld bonds, create bonds. Create bonds? You can create bond rings using bond fragments. Bond rings increase stats and allow units to earn SP, though not to the same extent as emblem rings do. Oh, so this is where you can get side characters. Create 1. Create 10. Create 10, I guess. I have the thing to do it. Katarina. Lind. Merrick. There's always a bit of RNG in everything, isn't there? Navarre. Oh, whoa. Kada Speed, okay. Oh, it's the same animation. Alright. Luck +1 magic. Chris. Interesting. Okay. I'm curious what kind of rings he'll create. Whoa. Ethelyn. HP +2, +1 dex, and +1 speed. Cool. Ira. Deirdre, I guess? Saber. Not to be confused with a different game, Saber. A different character, too. Delthea. Conrad. Meld bond rings. You can meld them, huh? You need 2 or 3 of a particular ring to do it, huh? Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Allies can acquire certain skills from emblems using inherit skills. Inheriting skills requires a certain bond level as well as skill points. Earn SP by battling with synced emblems and equipping bond rings. Equip inherited skills using the inventory menu. You can't benefit from the same skill twice, so try to avoid overlapping. Alright. Sword agility. Unyielding. At the start of player phase, if HP is 20% or less, restores 20% of units' max HP. That could be useful, but I have to be level 7 to get it. I'm assuming that's bond level 2. Perceptive. If the unit initiates combat, grants avoidance +15 during combat. Alright, so some of these will grants avoidance plus at a cost of crit +10 when using a sword. Let's see. I have to be 5 or at least around there to get Sigurd's stuff, so I'll have to wait on that. Alright, that done. Boy oh boy, it's already been an hour and all I've been doing is just running around doing just dumb shit. And gazing at all the facilities. Should I devote this entire video to perusing the Sondio? I don't think so. I feel like I should go do something, too. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Another thing. Hmm. I haven't talked to you either. I was never told that Fiorne held a second reign. Let us collect Alfred and journey to the shrine. Most definitely. Actually, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you like horse manure?
Uh...
Why did you pick this up? More to the point, why did you bring it here? That's funny.
Oh.
At the sight of Vander, I am reminded of a man who cared for me when I was young. Similar situations. Looks like something important belongs here. Rest? Oh boy.
Divine. Oh! Still sleeping. And doing it so well.
1,000 years of
The divine
practice.
dragon was asleep for 1,000 years. Which is a lot of time to practice.
Wasn't even trying to predict what he said.
Maybe I'll pray now, like I used to.
Yep, just be awkward about this.
Good morning. I was just admiring your skills.
This isn't creepy at all. Though I have seen creepier. The SAO games are a testament to that. How can I possibly make hanging out with the opposite sex in the game more creepier? Just start talking to them, answer a few questions, and then just kind of slowly zoom into their face. That isn't weird at all. At least in 3 houses, you had to fucking... At least in 3 houses, you had to fucking feed them tea and some sweets before you actually got around to just full-on examining them. And everyone moved around, but everything is still the same. Alright. Oh boy, where are we going? Okay. Paralogs. As you progress through the story, special chapters called Paralogs will appear on the world map. Paralogs are optional, but they unlock unique benefits. You might even meet new allies. So, do it. Obviously. Oh. That was a cool. Can the Divine Dragon's army save the residents of Peaceful Village when the corrupted attack? Suggested base class level 4, donation level 2. Yeah, why not? I'll save the game. Alright, let's do it. I'll try to go through this a little fast, since I'm kind of running on time. Oh yeah, my episode for Mass Effect got posted, but...
These pills ought to clear up the problem.
Let me know if the pain persists, okay?
My first episode on the Mass Effect trilogy is up, but I did not realize that 3 hours worth of gameplay and story would be such a bitch to upload. It took the entire night and morning to do it. It probably would have done it overnight if I could just figure a way to not get my laptop to fucking, well, lock and turn itself off.
And you're looking chipper today. I told you that cold would be gone before you know it.
Yeah, I should probably go through its settings and look for that option before I decide to post any clips tonight.
Father, isn't it time you took a break? Look, I made you some tea.
That's a voice actor.
Thank you, Jean. You didn't burn yourself or anything preparing it, I hope.
Is he that clumsy?
You worry too much. I'm old enough to manage a simple pot of tea, I assure you.
It makes me happy to see you growing up so fine. Huh? What's going on out there?
Doctor, you have to help us. Monsters are on the attack and people are getting hurt.
What the devil are those beasts?
This will get ugly. Jean, go and hide. I'll take care of bringing people to the clinic. This way, everyone! If you're unhurt, then assist someone who is injured. You must pull together!
I know Father told me to hide, but how can I? I have to do my part too.
Calm down, kid, and just go hide. Unless you have a pretty good idea. Probably will be handy. He's probably going to be the character who's going to join.
Oh no.
What is with the breath? It's like 2 frames.
Get moving! There's shelter at the clinic!
It's like the lowest budget breathing effects I've ever seen.
Keep your wits about you, everyone! I'll patch you up once the crisis has passed!
We can't stand idle with the corrupted on the loose. Let's save those villagers! Are you all right? Get to safety and leave the corrupted to us!
You don't have to tell me twice, but there's still a few left who didn't make it out in time.
We'll do everything in our power to save as many of them as we can.
They'll love you for it if you do. You're their last hope at this point.
Well, gee, thanks. Alright. Does unit selection matter? I already know. Oh, well, kinda. You only need so many units, huh? Well, let's get the ones that don't have any levels in here. Alright. Emblem rings, swap spaces. Alright, I think we're good. It's time to fight.
There are so many wounded we couldn't get to the clinic. Is it up to me to treat them all?
Father, I'm here to help. If we split up, we can treat everyone.
John, I thought I told you to run and hide.
I can't stay hidden away when there are so many who need my help. After all, Father, am I not your son? You taught me that a doctor does whatever is needed.
You're still a child.
My lessons have sunk in, I see. Very well then. Come and give me a hand.
If you see a conversation icon on a unit, move to an adjacent position and select the talk button. Yeah, I already did this. Practically speaking, with such units is a great way to recruit more allies. Sometimes these units will only speak to specific people. Huh.
As your steward.
Oh boy. This unit will be dangerous to attack, it seems like. Oh yes. Definitely dangerous. Why not? Vander should be able to handle getting his ass beat a little bit.
I'm all set.
Oh, I was on the verge of tears.
Alright.
Let me at him.
Ah, you won't be able to go into the woods.
Here goes.
What's the details here?
Don't know how much use you'll get out of this, but every little bit helps, right?
Okay.
As your steward.
Your steward's ready.
I will do what I must.
There's another one over here. Nice. For once, the bushes are effective.
Sleep now.
Oh, crit. Damn.
Thank you.
Let's see. One hit ought to do it.
Ready yourself.
Man.
Dream well.
We're gonna have another Byleth scenario where Byleth becomes too OP. But I guess protagonist would eventually become OP at some point. Alright. This weapon is good against horses, huh?
That was tense.
Alrighty.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
Level up. Level RNG is still good. Oh boy, they broke my boy Vander. Ooh, mage. That was bitch damage. Normal really is the worst. Oh well. Gotta commit to it now. Well... why won't this corrupted move? I mean, I don't trust it. Just to be safe. Oh, what? Damn. Highly unfortunate.
Let me help. Need some help?
And it's dead. Alright, that mage is probably gonna destroy. Ooh.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, I figured that might happen.
Don't cry for me. I think I can finally find my way.
Yep. Let's just try that again. Or probably just have it set to where it just repeats the same outcome. Yep.
Emblem, engage!
Let me help.
There we
Allow
are.
your soul the rest it deserves.
On level 6.
This is the mission of the stewards.
Alright. I mean, I kind of just want to... Just because they are gonna... Just because it hasn't moved yet, that doesn't mean it won't. Almost made it to the house.
I can keep going. That was good training.
We're all 30. What happens next? Got a defense tonic. Anyways. Oh yeah, I didn't equip those rings, did I? I should have equipped those rings. Oh well. Anyways. Wonder what happens if I just have Lear just activate right in front of this guy. That spear guy may be a problem, but...
I want to help you.
This may kill Celine.
Thank you for checking in on me. There's not much I can do with it, at any rate. Better it should go to a...
Alright. Enemy phase. Let's see what happens.
This is it!
Bam.
I live to fight again.
Allow
Awesome.
your soul the rest it deserves.
So it's just gonna stand there for no reason. Okay. I'll bite. Why not?
cannot afford to lose.
All right.
Unbelievable! All the monsters are gone!
We're saved! And it's thanks to the lot of you.
I'm glad no one got hurt. I was a little worried there.
You can't know what this means to us. We decided to give you this to show our thanks.
Cool. But talking to them recruits units, right? So, did I lose out on a chance to get more units, or... Because they were very specific about that, just like talking to characters might get you more units.
Come now, Jean. Give the nice people a proper thank you.
Oh, right. Thank you for saving our village.
We saved it together. You did well today, Jean.
Oh, I introduced myself to you, but I never asked your name, did I?
Well, there was a lot going on. I'm the Divine Dragon.
The Divine Dragon? From the land of Lethos? Oh, please forgive my rudeness.
Don't mention it. Like I said, there was a lot going on at the time.
Oh boy.
What brings such a splendid personage to our humble village?
What indeed? I actually wondered that myself. I did it because it was a paralogue, but I have no idea why we're actually here officially.
I've been on a journey to defeat the Fell Dragon and bring peace to the world.
But why here specifically?
The whole world? Wow. If it's all right with you, Divine One, can I come along and help?
Okay, never mind.
Jean, what's gotten into you?
But I'm sure that's probably going to apply to enemy units. If you could probably convince enemy units to join your side or whatever. I don't know.
My dream has always been to become a doctor so I can save people. And that hasn't changed. But with monsters running rampant, I might die before I can do that. Look what just happened. At the Divine Dragon's side, I think I can learn to fight and to heal people at the same time.
Well, that's all very well for you. But what about the Divine Dragon? You'd just be a burden.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Not if what he did during that battle is anything to go by.
Right, because he did something during the battle.
If Sean wants to come, I don't mind. Though I understand why you'd be worried.
Well, if he has your permission, then I can only ask that you take good care of my boy.
What? You're actually allowing him to go?
I know, I'm skeptical too.
Father, I told you, you don't need to worry about me. It's not like I'm never coming home. In fact, when I do return, I'll be a first-rate doctor. You'll see.
He says, gets killed in the next mission.
How quickly they grow up. Of course, Sean. Be a good boy, a hard worker, and an attentive student. And come home safe.
I will. Thank you, both of you. I can't wait to start working alongside the Divine Dragon.
The feeling is mutual, Jean. I have a hunch that I'll be leaning on you a lot in the days to come.
Oh boy. Now we got a runt in our squad. Oh boy.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking me along, Divine One. If I try hard, I'm sure I can make myself useful. Hopefully you will.
May I ask?
Take good care of John. Divine One, he'll grow into a fine young man. I would assume he would. It's a sad day when your boy leaves the nest, but if it's what he wants, he has my support.
What?
You saved us. Thank you so much for fighting for our little town. No problem. I heard about the monsters, but I suppose I assumed our village would be fine. Your hair is such a unique color. Is that the new fashion? We're behind one of the trends. We're on an island surrounded by an ocean. How did these monsters even get here? That is the question. Even I wonder that. A lot of iron.
Pardon me?
Do you suppose there are any grapevines here? I've been hoping to run across some rare ones. Real battle's not quite like training. It's been tough, but I'm getting the hang of it. I don't know if you guys can hear my aunt and uncle in the background, but they're playing pool. It's like right outside my door.
Yes.
I made a better showing than I expected. May it bring us one step closer to peace. Cool.
Yes.
Our village doctor is beloved by everyone. He's incredibly kind and skilled.
If I may.
It's tiring, fighting in unfamiliar territory. Do be sure to rest once we are back at camp. Alright. Could it be those creatures were lured here by the scent of... Nah, that's not possible.
Right.
It wasn't really part of our mission, but I think what we did here will be helpful all the same.
Oh my.
No folk food stalls here, huh? I hate thinking I'm missing out on the local delicacies. I didn't know you cared about that sort of thing. Maybe she's one of the foodies.
Ah.
Big foodie. Oranges are wondrously good for your health. They taste brilliant too. Well, I'd imagine.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for saving our crops. The tea from these fields is our livelihood. Tea is a simple, happy thing. Focusing on my work helps distract me from the war. What a dangerous world we live in. How's the situation back where you're from? If the war gets much worse, I might have to take up arms and join the cause myself. Why don't you? Another dog. We process our tea in a special workshop. One type of leaf can yield lots of unique results. One type of leaf can yield lots of results, huh?
Here you are.
Aside from tea, we are renowned for oranges. Will you take some as a token of our thanks? Maybe.
Oh, wow.
You got even stronger. You keep getting more and more amazing. I think I might explode. Please don't.
Yes.
Huh. I'm done reading NPC dialogue? Alright.
Yes!
I've never have come here if you hadn't woke up, Divine One. Funny when you think about it.
Yes.
Before all this, I'd only participate in mock battles, but I feel like I can handle myself now. Oh, now I have the training for a chicken? Whatever, game. Nope, that's everything. Alrighty. To the Somniel, I guess. Welcome back to the Somniel, where there's more crap to pick up again. Another pretty pebble. And more dialogue. It seems like that's the pattern. One battle, and then dialogue. One chicken, one white illusion dog. Maybe they'll breed, who knows? Wheat flour. Ah, boy. Ooh, that went up by a lot. Again, sorry if you can hear them. They are quite loud. Normally, I would just do it at night. And that's kind of how I'm planning to do my streaming, is that I'll record the video at night, and then in the morning I'm going to post it, or at least upload it. What the hell? That's so fucking adorable. I'm literally dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Stop. No, the cuteness is too much. It is not fast at all. Oh my god. Did I talk to the person over here? I almost don't want to move too fast.
Divine Dragon!
Oh god.
So great!
Somnium campfires are so exciting. We never did this when it was just us stewards here. I cannot pick you up. Another disappointment. Oh god, that is just... Stop. More things to collect, and then I'll get to conversations. Spear gem, another one.
Yes!
Tending the orchard is a steward's duty. If I let it wither, I ruin all the work of my predecessors. Ay ay ay. I think that's pretty much everything to grab, so now we just go do dialogue. Oh boy, you got stuck on geometry, didn't you?
Well then.
Once we're all set, I can take you to the Shrine Maiden where the reign of the Dawn Maiden is. Great.
So,
you are prepared for the coming battle? If you desire further training, I shall be your partner. I also realized that I have steel weapons and I never equipped anyone with them. I'll just have to make sure to do it when I get back on this. Okay. You already mentioned this.
Hello there!
It's a nice life here, isn't it? I still get lost sometimes, but it's so pretty that I don't mind. Oh boy. Again, sorry if you can hear them. Hard to remember that it's sacred.
All right.
There you are. Do you like horse manure?
Oh dear.
Hey, is this from my Pegasus?
Thank you.
Ay, ay, ay. Alright.
Mila's blessing be upon you.
I have been praying to the goddess Mila, asking that this war may swiftly come to an end. Cool. I was never told that Faraday held us a second ring. Let us collect Alfred and journey to the... Yes, you've already mentioned this, actually.
Incredible!
This is wonderful. Oh, and it's for me? I am sincerely touched by the gesture. Supports. Here we go.
I really enjoyed our tea party today. Thanks for inviting me, Saline.
Yes, and I think I will mute my dialogue while this is going on.
The pleasure is all mine, Divine One. Our conversation made for an excellent spice over an already fine tea.
The tea was fine, wasn't it? That floral note it had was almost unbelievably good.
I'm glad you appreciated it. The leaves were grown in Firene, you know. The delicate, subtle taste embodies the spirit of our kingdom. It is my utmost favorite.
Yeah, I've heard the Pyrenees prefer the pastoral life over any kind of open conflict. That really came through in this tea.
There's a Pyrenees folktale I think you might find interesting. Our royal palace is home to a spirit who ensures happiness for the virtuous. For thieves or interlopers, however, the spirit drives them off with mischievous tricks. Imagine, driven off by the prankish antics of a spirit. No serious consequences at all. How effective a deterrent do you suppose such a spirit really is?
Even so, it's a lovely story. It's the kind of good-hearted tale that reflects the Pyrenees' character, I think.
Yes. Yes, it is. Well then, we must have tea together again sometime, Divine One.
Interesting support conversation.
Hi there.
So this is where a new recruit went off to. Phew, I wish working out was easier for me. I'm a little embarrassed by how fast I get tired.
Yes.
What'll it be? How hard do you want to go? How hard do you want to go? What'll it be?
Sit-ups are about a button mashing endurance. Mash quickly to raise the bar to the top. It ends if it hits the bottom. Raising the bar will gradually get more difficult, but doing it quickly will improve your rating. Aim to get fit.
How hard do you want to go? Looking good. Perfect. Looking good. You've got this. Looking good. You've got this. Perfect. You've got this. Perfect. Looking good. Great job! I'm so proud.
Oh, button mashing isn't too hard.
Let's do this again sometime. Hey!
What I like about life here is what a workout it can be. That and a field of beautiful flowers.
I heard you have some
Oh,
trouble
boy.
waking up. I'm here to help.
Oh boy.
I guess I heard right. You're obviously a deep sleeper. Now, what to do? Well, let's not overthink it. Wake up, Divine One! Morning! Was I too harsh? I'm glad it worked at least. And a hearty shot from the diaphragm is good training, so you helped me out too.
Sure thing, Alfred, sure thing. Oh look, Sami's on the loading screen now. It's so cute, no matter how many times you see it.
It will take some work. You take excellent care of the ring.
Please be thorough. Your cleaning skills are impressive.
Let's just go ahead and get all this crap out of the way. prepare to
Try
watch
not
someone
to
get
hurt each other,
massacred.
okay?
Alfred has arrived!
It's been an honor sparring with you.
I'll be your partner.
Let's see if Midoriya has any better luck.
Boucheron!
Oh, that's not bad.
Aw, I lost.
This game just does not like that guy.
Clan, 33rd Steward of the Divine Dragon.
Let's have a good match.
Man, this game really hates this character.
Aw, I lost.
What the fuck, why not?
Fram, 33rd Steward of the Divine Dragon.
I am Sigurd of House Chalthy.
It's okay. I'll win the next one.
Lumera spoke highly of you. She said you moved to the Somniel at her personal request.
Queen Lumera mentioned me? I'm so honored. I promise I won't fail her or you, Lord Sigurd.
Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Well, that's the end of that. Let's just go ahead and move on. Let's get Fram some fucking skills, shall we? Never mind, she needs to have the SP. Alright, I guess next up is just checking out. Alright. Alright, with that, guys, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time. Oh my god, that thing is adorable. Bye.